Hi, Kevin Blanch. I want to put up a short video in the context of facts about what the stock market's going through and this panic that's been fear-mongered via the media and this politically motivated S&P, no credibility downgrade. Let's talk about the markets and the fact and the reality. We're going to start right here in 2000. 2000. What was the S&P, the Dow, the NASDAQ? If you blend them and mix them all together, which that's what I like to do, because the most common portfolio in America is 33% Dow, 33% NASDAQ, 33% S&P. That is the most common portfolio in the 401k world in America. These fund managers buy the indexes and go lay on the beach, let the computers trade. Okay, let's talk about it. The Dow was sitting in 2000 when Bush stole the election, well, in that neighborhood somewhere, generalized. And if you weight the NASDAQ, we know what the NASDAQ was. I mean, the NASDAQ, I believe, was like S&P. You could do it with all three. Okay, so you weight it. So we'll use that number on the Dow, which is conservative. What was it when, in 8 years after he left, what was it? We're generalizing, but really lower than that if you weight the three together. What's that? In the hard number over an 8-year period, minus 33%. Is that the whole story? Not even close. Not even close. As great economists as any economists, we weight. What is the weight? The traditional has always been gold. I like to use people's paychecks. I have a Kevin Blanch weighted matrix that I built that is complex, whatever, that I weight, and I can prove to you over that period 80% of all wealth in America was lost. 80%. Fact. Fact. Okay, what was gold? 245 an ounce. What was oil? $14 a barrel. We can go on and on. You people want to talk about inflation now. That's 0%. I had a reputation on Wall Street of really being able to forecast the Fed's moves. My boss says, you're unbelievable. In the spring of 2000, when inflation started to rear its head, I was sure that Greenspan would raise. I was positive. I had been right for quarter after quarter for a decade. Well over a decade. He comes out and raised, and I had an absolute fit. I had an absolute fit because the markets were sliding a little bit. That's when I realized, as fairy tale Anne ran, the Fed had turned into nothing but appeasing Wall Street. If the market was going down in a small interim way, they would just lower rates, irregardless of what their real agenda is to control inflation. People want to talk inflation. Now, where have you been for 10 years? Where have you been? Inflation from 2000 to 2008 was psychotic. Was absolute psychotic. What did gold went up 800%. Oil up 1,200%. Commodity pricing off the hook over and over and over. You know what freaking gasoline was a gallon then? What was it when Bush left? Okay, let's talk. Now everybody wants to panic out. Obama becomes president. Okay, right when the market's melting down. What have the markets done in 2.5 years? Okay, so they fell. Okay, the number one key thing you have to put your weight on, think about this. In 99, what was the dollar to the euro? It's the number one indicator because they package that all together for you. It's the best freaking weighted tool ever came up with. I remember I was in Manhattan. We listened to somebody from the EU speak, and he says, we hope someday to have the dollar, the euro equivalent to the United States dollar. That's what it was. That's what it was. It stayed there till we invaded Iraq. It went from in a 6-year period. You want to talk inflation? Holy cow. Well over 100% move. What is it now? What was it when Obama became president? Same thing. No different. What was oil when Obama became president? A barrel. What is it now? Okay, gold, yeah. What was gold? It was right around 1100. 1700 and change. Okay, so let's do your paycheck. So in 2000, say you're making $1,000 a week. You wait your paycheck today, and that's happened in the 8-year period. It sure hasn't happened in the last 2-year period. It happened between 2002 and 2008. That's when this 2003, 2004 freaking inflation went completely psychotic. I can prove to you that that paycheck of yours today, in your buying power, what its real value is about $440. Honestly. And I can break it down to where it's even lower than that. It sure ain't via taxation. It's via buying power. Everybody says, oh, you're printing dollars. Well, why we print dollars later? Because the after effect of Greenspan's fairy tale, science fiction economics, Ayn Rand fairy tale bullshit, which he calls himself the great Ayn Rand or free market. He's no free market, okay? I mean, in the free market fairy tale, I'm so sick of it. Look, he was slashing rates when they should have been going up. And he's been doing it, he did it for a long, long time. Bernanke, is it his fault? You know what they were thrown into? Do you have any idea what the Fed, Geithner, freaking Bernanke were thrown into? I mean, all the tools that the Fed has had already been shot up by freaking Grant. He emptied the freaking quiver, the freaking clip, he emptied it all before he left. They had nothing left. You know, they tried QE1, QE2, what a joke that is, buying our own fucking bonds. They should have let this thing just melt down and get over with in 2001, 2003, whatever, and freaking be done with. What has the market done since Obama's been president? Even on a weighted index, S&P up 80%. 80. Okay, so we get it to August now. Okay, the GDP numbers are lower, whatever. So we take a 16% hit at the bottom. In reality, what's our hit? About that. Okay, and these guys want to panic. The market's crashing, the market's in. You're up 80 in a 2.5-year period. You get back 80. Sound healthy? Sound normal? August, selling man, go away, so the freaking numbers always get adjusted in August. Sounds normal, healthy. Now, has it been exponential via the computerized trading? There's your culprit, you free market fairy tellers. The market is not crashing, the market has actually been out. Has the job market improved? Hell no. Why is not the job market improved and the job market cannot improve? 1, NAFTA, our jobs have changed. You can't compete for 30. 2, think about this. The construction stimulus money and everything that's thrown out, why does it work? It does not work, and I'll tell you why it does not work. Because contractors hire illegal labor. Illegal labor is paid out. It's rampant, still here. Right here on this campus, there's 5 projects going around here on this campus, and I walked around, illegals on all of them. Illegals, they're paying them freaking cash. Is it the illegals' fault? We never had a fence for all them generations. I was a contractor for years. If I'd have hired a legal and paid him cash back in the old days, I'd have been in handcuffs. Not only that, people wouldn't hire me. It's America's fault because they accept it. They accept it. Whose fault? It's the exploiter, not the exploited. The exploiter, he calls himself, wraps up, hairspray, fat-ass hamburger eating. He's the non-patriot. He's the thief. He's the one that's cheating America. That money flows in. It doesn't redistribution out to employees, which the multiple effect takes to work. That's how it works. Hell no. It redistributes to illegals. The illegals pocket the money, send it maybe back to freaking Mexico. They sure don't put any money back into the economy. Is it their fault? Nope, it's the asshole hiring them and exploiting them. And it's you when they come mow your lawn, when they come stuck at your house. You're the one that's freaking hiring. You know what's going on, but you don't care because it's a little bit cheaper. What you pay for is what you get. Kevin Blanch, there is no market meltdown. There is no market crash. The market's actually extremely healthy. That's the only thing that's healthy. Because why? Because politicians pander to Wall Street because they have to pander to Wall Street. Who gets elected every presidential cycle? Whoever Wall Street decides. Whoever they throw their money, it's 100% gilded in gold, cast in concrete. Kevin Blanch.